YouTube, I guess. Yeah. I see it.
It's live.
I know.
I like the Hallow There. That was so cute.
I'm trying to hide it. See, I know how to do it by now. Hi, you guys are watching the Mac and Cheese podcast. I'm your host, Mary, and Miranda will be the guest tonight. If you want to follow her there on Twitter, please do. You don't have a YouTube account, so you can find her here.
Yeah, just on Twitter or nowhere.
Whatever, stop. Whatever. We will be discussing the Green Bay Packers win to the Jacksonville Jaguars and many more, as I told Miranda. So today is a special show because it is Halloween, so I am a sloth.
Oh, I love that so much.
Do you want to explain your costume? Because I know.
I am Wonder Woman, but I told you this already, but I have to be honest. I can't keep it a secret. I've had this costume. It's the only costume that I own. I'm not a big dresser-upper gal.
I feel that.
So I had it. It's kind of comfy, and I don't know. It's been a busy year, so I kind of feel a little bit Wonder Woman-y. So I'll just wear it. And Wonder Woman drinks beer.
Oh yeah, I'm also drinking beer.
What is a sloth?
Spotted cow for tonight.
This sloth is from Wisconsin. Look at that.
I mean, this sloth is from Wisconsin. I mean, wait, what? You didn't hit subscribers. So I'm working off the script I wrote for Brian's episode, basically.
That's okay.
That's for later. Jacksonville Jaguars. We won.
We won barely, but
1 second.
My heart rate. So this is funny. So my Apple Watch is like my lifeline. I love it. Mm-hmm. I use it for all my workouts. I have turned it on before on like cardio for Packers games in the past, and it's like I'll burn like 1,400 calories watching the Packers. That game probably was like exceeded 2,000 because like it was so close. I mean, we didn't have a lot of breathing room. It was it got down to it.
Really quick, people have mentioned our costumes. Nice costumes, Mary and Miranda. That's Brittany.
That's so cute.
That was our Miss Beetlejuice at our Halloween party. That was Beetlejuice.
And I need to read Brittany's book, by the way. James, thank you.
Thank you, James. Yes, I will send you Brittany. Brittany, I'm going to send her your book.
I'm excited. I love reading, and I love all new books.
She's a new author, so she wants to like have other people read it.
Perfect. And I'll read it, and I'll promote her. I would love that.
She's going to love that, knowing her. Oh, no, wait, no. We have a Bears fan in chat, Miranda. That's new.
Oh, I got to go.
Oh, look at our team. We beat a team by 3 that the Bears beat by 20.
Who's in last place in the NFC North?
Oh, I can't say anything because he's my co-host for Midwestern, so I can't say anything.
The NFC North race, but
you can say that. I can't.
If we beat the Lions on Sunday, we would be atop the NFC North.
Oh, James, you all lost on a Hail Mary.
I was gonna say that too.
Okay, Jaguars. Yeah, I agree. My heart rate would be rising. I don't even know if I want to talk about it right now.
It was an entertaining game. I mean, they didn't give us a lot of space to breathe at all.
If you were where I was.
Yeah, that's true. Because you're down in Florida. I know you're not Jacksonville, but still.
I didn't go to the game.
Right.
However, I went to a Packers bar. That's where I met.
You did? Mm-hmm. Oh, well, that's where you met. See, I got you.
Our audience doesn't know about him yet because he's going to come on the podcast eventually.
I see.
So we're talking about a future guest. I'm hinting at a future guest, basically. And it was loud. Like when X caught the interception, we were like cheering and like there's like no spotted cow, but like all the cheese curds were like green and gold. Like
what?
Like not dyed, but like So this bar is supposed to be like a Lambo when you go to it.
Oh
if
my
we go on
God.
Sunday, I'm gonna film it for you guys. It's gonna
Please, you need to go live. Yeah.
I don't know about live streaming,
Or at least just video it.
yeah,
Yeah.
I will definitely video it. It was fun. But
I'm so jealous.
see,
That's
you got a new
awesome.
follower. Oh well, by the way, Miranda heard a lot about you. Mostly good even.
Oh,
That's my good.
mostly good. Thank you.
Peter.
I hope I followed you back. I usually follow back.
You do a great job about following back,
Yeah,
actually.
I try to.
This is Peter. He is one of our mods. So that's why the
Okay.
wrench was there.
Ah, I see.
He said after live he's gonna come up and meet you virtually.
That's good. Yeah.
He's a Bears fan from Illinois.
I got plenty of Bears fans and plenty of Lions fans. Like we're all cool, right? It's just
I trust. Yeah. It's like, so they don't know this yet, but I'm actually about to have a Vikings fan on the show.
Ooh.
So that should be fun.
That's fun.
Yeah. Brandon McManus. We were talking about this behind the scenes. Say what you want.
I mean, look.
Try not to go in the legal.
Right. And I have my thoughts on him as like a human being, and that's okay. And we're allowed our opinions. But as a Green Bay Packers kicker, he's stepping up and doing what we expect kickers to do. I'm sorry, but like the Narvison experience and experiment was not great. And he was missing 30 some yard kicks, and you can't miss 30s and 40s in the NFL. You really shouldn't even miss in the 50s. I mean, maybe here and there, really seldomly, but
yeah.
McManus seems pretty on it.
And then he's at the Jets apparently. I'm like, wait, what? What?
I know. I laughed so hard. I was like, Rogers, relax.
Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah. It's a joke because we
It's
like
a
I
joke.
told you behind the scenes we filmed Midwestern today.
He didn't get signed though, did he? He was just working out with them.
I think he was just working out from what I'm aware.
Still, like it's hilarious. I'm like, didn't you guys see enough tape on him? Like he sucks ass.
Exactly. But it's like, wait, what? What?
Roger says, well, whoever Green Bay touches, they must be gold.
So they're saying Brandon McManus? Malik Willis?
Don't you touch our new kicker.
Malik Willis? Thank God, Gutekunst. Thank you, Goody. Thank you.
I'm sorry, but like between Goody's, visions and his mind and his eyes, and then our coaching staff that we have in place, Tom Clements is a quarterback whisperer. It's quarterback rehab in Green Bay.
It's like the fourth one in a row, isn't it?
It's insane. We could take there. Did you see? There was a tweet. I should find it actually, but I don't want to digress too much. There was a tweet and it talked about all the like really young quarterbacks, either drafted last year, the year before, or this year that are already benched.
Yeah,
and it was like, so-and-so was benched at 23, so-and-so was benched at 22, like all this stuff. I'm like, sounds to me like it's a development problem. I don't think yes, sometimes I think sometimes just life doesn't shake out the way you think. Maybe you're great in college and you're a Tim Tebow, right? And you're just not great in the NFL. But I think a lot of these guys are getting shortchanged by not having the appropriate, development and the right tools to do what they really can do. Justin Fields, I think if he wasn't drafted to the Bears, sorry, Peter, I think there was a chance that like he could have been developed into something like with more tangible tools. And I don't know.
Yeah,
I could be wrong, but
I'm laughing at what Chad is saying right now. Hope, this is from Brittany. She went to school in Iowa.
Yes, Britt.
So, Hawkeyes. She's a Hawkeyes fan.
Okay, Iowa.
Yep, she went to school there for a little bit. Cool. Hopefully, the Packers do well this NFL season. Thank you, Brittany.
So far, so good, but
Friday tomorrow.
Sunday is crazy.
Don't even remind me. Gotta love the New York Packers. Whatever.
Right.
And with Caleb Williams,
GM Aaron Rodgers.
Oh no!
Damn, James is choosing violence tonight.
Aside, Caleb has shown progression.
He has. Caleb's shown some. He has shown some progression.
Y'all losing every game in this division this year.
Your boy's going crazy. I love it.
I know. And then it's Justin too now. Anthony Richardson deserves to be benched after mentioning that he was tired. Yeah.
I just had this conversation with my boyfriend at happy hour. It's so funny. We just had the Anthony Richardson conversation. And I said, I think it's silly that he's being benched all season, but I didn't understand that he said he was tired. But I still don't know if that's the way to say the rest of the season you're just done, because he has started, I think, like 7 or 8 games.
Yeah.
What is your future? Your future isn't like Gramps McGee.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Joe Flacco is like older than me, and I have back problems already. So I can only imagine how pained
yeah
Joe Flacco is.
Poor Tua. Another quarterback is poor Tua.
I mean, it's his decision, of course, but as a mother, and I mean, as a daughter, as a sister, as a friend, it's like, I couldn't imagine watching somebody that I love endure that any more than he's already done. But he did, obviously he's made his decision, and I hope we don't see any other terrifying, hits on him, because it's just, you don't want to see it on anybody, let alone somebody who's just been demolished over the years. Like,
it's so sad.
It is.
Back to Malik Willis. That's where we were on before.
Love him. Love him.
Thank you, Goody. A 7th round pick.
That's it. And people wrote him off. And the whole entire league was like, he's a joke. He can't do anything. He's from Liberty, which is, by the way, like 2 hours from my house. That's funny. And Goody saw something in him and said, nah, we can turn this around, and look what we've done. I mean, he's 3-0 every time he's come into a game. It's crazy.
Yeah. Well,
incredible.
Because he played against the Eagles.
Oh, yeah, he did come in for the Eagles. That's right.
Not like a full half, but yeah. Thank you, Goody.
Insane. But 2-0 as a starter, that's insane.
What did the Titans not see that Goody saw?
The Titans also got rid of Mike Vrabel for no apparent reason. So I don't know what the Titans see. I think the Titans need to go to the eye doctor.
Send them all to Green Bay at this point to figure it out.
Right.
No, never mind. Nope. Malik helped save the season when Love was out. True. Week 2 started. Yeah. They're talking about Mayo Man right now in chat. Malik helped save the season. True. Malik is the best. Oh,
yeah.
Somewhat.
And look, I mean, he is serviceable. He protects the football. Has he thrown a pick? I don't even know. I don't feel like he has.
No.
He protects the ball. He's efficient. He does exactly what Matt LaFleur draws up, which, by the way, Matt LaFleur deserves like a million flowers for it. He's incredible. Yep. If he's not considered for Coach of the Year this year, I'm gonna write freaking hate mail to the NFL.
I'll join you on that. Because that needs to be happen. I will join you, definitely.
Thank you. We can send a joint letter.
It needs to happen. They said Rodgers was the reason. Rodgers is gone.
No. Rodgers is gone, and he's still thriving. He's thriving with Malik freaking Willis. Mm-hmm. It's like, come on. And the youngest team in the league 2 years in a row. What do you expect? Who do you think could do this besides him? I don't even know if Shanahan could pull this off.
No.
He's struggling with injuries right now, and he's floundering. Matt LaFleur will make it happen. Like,
Justin's on our team. Hashtag LaFleur, Coach of the Year. Maybe we should start that on Twitter.
We could start a campaign.
Hey guys, if you guys are on Twitter, put hashtag LaFleur, Coach of the
Year. COY.
Yeah. And then tag mac and cheese in it. We started it on this podcast.
I love it.
Aaron Rodgers, Robert Saleh. Another coach that got fired for no reason. Robert Saleh. What is going on?
And I think it's so hilarious that we ended up picking him up. We know he's best friends with the Coach of the Year in our eyes, but
also someone else on the Packers roster, Halfley.
Yes, and he is coach with Halfley. He's got history. Mm-hmm. And it's so funny to me. They get rid of him. What do you think that's going to accomplish? And they
Exactly.
haven't won. They haven't won since. So I'm
Right.
like, congrats, guys. You are still listening to Rodgers. Rodgers gives everyone else the blame and will not ever accept his own responsibility. Nothing is new. It is the same old shtick.
It's the same old Rodgers. Yeah, agreed. It's the same old team.
That's sad.
Rodgers have retired.
Yes.
At this point. Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely.
We have to remember 3 of his 4 years were with Zach Wilson. Okay, true. But there was no Tom Clements on the Jets.
Doesn't matter. Yeah.
What if the Jets and the Packers like combine teams? Like the offense for Packers, Jets defense.
When they kind of have. They've taken half of our offense.
At this point, yeah. It's like a joke because on Midwestern I called it Wisconsin Jets.
Yes.
And then Peter called them New York Packers.
New York Packers. I mean, it's so funny because we see it a lot and we laugh, but it's like, no, but at what point is Joe Douglas like, oh, wait, this isn't working? Right. Are we listening to this guy still? The one who's like high on ayahuasca after being in Peru for a month? Come on. Like, what are we doing here?
Another person that should get a lot of flowers, like you said, is Brian Gutekunst.
Oh,
free agents.
So many.
Xavier McKinney, Josh Jacobs. What?
Evan Williams. I mean, some of these guys, Edge Coop. His drafting is beautiful. His free agency is insane. We know he doesn't make a ton of moves, but when he does, they're so masterful.
Yeah, it's neighbors' dogs.
I know. I heard a dog.
It's our neighbors. They always do this. Like when I'm talking on a podcast, it's so weird.
They're like, I want to talk.
Hear my voice. What?
They're like, I want to talk.
Yeah, but
they're going to be on your podcast.
They're always like barking when I'm on FaceTime too. It doesn't matter. Like if it's on podcast. Jordan Morgan, another one.
Jordan Morgan.
Marshawn Lloyd. We haven't seen him much, but
I know. Poor guy. He can't stay healthy, but that's okay.
No, other than drafting kickers, yeah. Without Gutekunst, we wouldn't have Jordan Love too.
Yeah. And no, exactly right. Our only like glaring
kickers.
Can I say so? Obviously, kickers, and then staffing wise,
I was
Bisaccia.
Okay.
Not thrilled.
I was on my friend Draft Utopia's podcast actually, and I asked him this off live: is it time to let Rich Bisaccia go? And my friend is Peter. Stop. No, he's bringing up other draft talk. No. I know where you're going. Peter. He's trying. He was like, wonder oh my God. Wonder who you could have drafted instead of Hopper. No, Peter. I know he wants me to say it, but I'm not going to say it.
Instead of who?
Hopper, the linebacker. Not doing it, Peter. I know what he wants me to say. I'm not doing it though.
Yeah, we can talk shit on Rich Bisaccia, and that's okay.
Yes.
He has been our only crutch. Like defense and offense have been holding their own. Special teams is still way too not special, to be completely honest. And he's the highest paid coordinator in the league. And why? Like, it drives me bonkers.
Oh, wait, what? McManus is only 1 year deal? Oh, shoot.
He could probably get re-signed easily if we did anything good.
Yeah, true.
Or if we start to like him more, maybe.
I don't think that's going to change though, because of our instincts though. I mean, maybe. I doubt it, but maybe.
Maybe.
I was talking to one of my Patriots friends, and they want us to keep Rich Bisaccia. They don't think it's special. Yeah, James, please don't. He said special teams has been a certain 4-letter word that I can't say. Yeah. It's YouTube's terms of service for that kind of stuff.
It's been bad. I mean,
you can't say what he wants to say though, is the thing.
That's okay.
I
think we're on the same page. We're on the same train of thought.
But I was asking my friend that's a Patriots fan, is it time to let go of Bisaccia on special teams or as assistant head coach and keep him as special teams? Like, is it too much? And then he said no.
All of it needs to go. It's not like he's only been there for a year and we're like, all right, well, maybe. It's like everyone else is catching up to where our level of play should be and is, and then it's just his unit that is always lacking.
Another person that doesn't get enough love is Daniel Whelan. Yeah.
100%. I actually tweeted, I think last weekend, I had a lot of beers, but I was like, Daniel Whelan for MVP, like when I was hammered, because I saw like another great punt and I was like, oh my God. And like, I was flipping out. But like, he's
also
so
another
good.
moment. Another moment. This happened, I think, during the Texans game. Josh Jacobs had a history.
Amazing.
Broke history.
127 yards.
No, the first receiving touchdown.
Receiving touchdown. I saw that up in Washington when I was at the stadium for the Commanders.
Nice. His first ever receiving touchdown ever in the league.
I screamed that. I was like, his first. And nobody cares at a sports book because all they care about is what they're betting. They don't actually have teams up there. And I was going nuts. And I was like, I look like I should be like committed because I was so excited for him. He's a dog. And why that one idiot Barnwell had that report about how Jacobs was like holding our team back is bizarre. I was like, I don't know what you watched. I think you're watching something in a different Twilight Zone because Josh Jacobs has been a light for us.
There's some things that's going on behind the scenes. Peter, nobody's talking to you. James, don't do that. He's a mod. He can time you out too, is the thing. Peter can time anyone out in chat right now. Whatever he feels is necessary.
Oh, yeah, because he's a mod?
Yeah, that's what mods can do is time people out, but he can't time us out because we're like head of the channel. And I love it. I can time him out though.
The girls are in charge.
Oh, you're in charge too, because you can mod even though you're a guest.
Oh,
on the Mac and Cheese account. I should not have told you that.
Okay, I won't.
It's Xavier McKinney.
Amazing.
Did you see the report that Brian Branch should have won an NFC North player?
I freaking saw that. People were whining, Brian Branch, like, shut up.
Like, yes, Brian Branch is good, but our safety room was garbage.
We went from the bottom to the top within one draft cycle and one free agency cycle.
One name, Evan Williams.
Evan Williams and Xavier McKinney are just studs. Javon Bullard.
Edrin Cooper.
Insane. Okay,
one quick question. I mentioned this to Peter. What was your opinion about that free agent that we got on practice squad from the Commanders?
Jamaine Davis.
Yeah.
So all I really know about him, I remember them drafting him first round, and I was like kind of shocked that they've already given up on him. Once again, kind of a development thing in my eyes.
Okay.
But his RAS was a 9.93. So I said, of course we took him. Because Goody is obsessed with high RAS plus. Yeah. And he knows. He's like, we'll just take the athlete. And if we can't turn the athlete into the guy that we want, you can't turn a guy that you want with the ceiling if they're not athletic, but you can turn an athlete into the guy that you want, if that makes sense. So
could this be one of Goody's main works? Because we know he likes to steal like practice squad members from.
I know.
We've seen that.
I'm a little intrigued.
Look at Douglas. He was at the bottom of the Cardinals practice squad. We brought him in. Look, everyone knows his name. Well, right. Look at Devondre Campbell. Same situation, guys. But even though he's doing bad now, doesn't matter. We brought his name more up.
Yep.
It is what it is.
It is. I mean, it's just what Goody does. He needs a statue, I think, ASAP.
So we mentioned this. I know you have to leave. Oh, I guess we have time.
Do we have time? Oh my God. Yeah.
Who's your favorite draft crush? Not draft crush. I guess draft crush.
Draft like pick that we've had?
Yep. Or player that you wanted us to draft.
I will say, and I'll get a lot of bullshit for this. I still really wanted Cooper DeJean last year.
Oh, okay.
Really wanted him. And I saw of course, occasionally I see these highlights of him and I'm like, oh my God, he's so good. But I wouldn't do it over again, because if we didn't take Jordan Morgan, it's like the butterfly effect, and we probably wouldn't have ended up with so and so and so and Marshawn Lloyd and, Evan Williams. And so I don't ever look back and go like, like what if? That was just last year's. I've had other draft crushes, but Jordan Love certainly wasn't a draft crush for me. But I don't know. The more I got to like understanding that was our process, and I was like, they're doing the Favre Rodgers thing again. I kind of was like, right, I'm gonna sit back and let them do their thing, like, because there might be, if they do it a third time, heaven help me, and then holy shit, we did it again. Like, it's kind of wild.
Like when we drafted Jordan Love, I really didn't understand it at the time.
Me either.
Like, Aaron Rodgers is fine, but I understand it now. It makes more sense.
100%. Peter
knows this. I was a huge fan of Max Melton from the draft.
I remember that. No, we talked about that. I remember.
I'm gonna hide it in my.
We went to what? Arizona, I think.
Yeah, he's from Rutgers as well.
Yep. My best friend.
Peter can also attest this one. I really wanted Elijah Jones too. From Boston College.
I remember that.
Peter's laughing at that. Peter's laughing at that because of Jeff Halfley's connection mostly, but there's other reasons. He also had like a 9.99 RAS score or something. Woo! It was high, and that's when we drafted Tyron Hopper, and I was so mad.
Woof.
If you guys like saw that point of the draft live stream, my reaction.
Not good.
I almost crashed. I almost cracked my phone, like by dropping it. It was bad.
Gosh.
It was bad.
I mean, understandable though.
Yeah. But like Justin said, Packers blew out the Cardinals. No need to worry about them anymore.
Exactly. Yeah. No, that's true.
Because I got told by Peter those two would end the Packers game with interceptions.
Nope.
Yeah, it was that bad. I almost threw my phone in the pool.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I liked Evan Williams.
Love him. Great.
Keaton Oladapo. I wish we got to see more of him.
Yeah.
You're just like, yeah.
Again, maybe there's more to it. I'm just not like thrilled so far, but we haven't seen a ton, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. What was your favorite game so far that the Packers have played this season?
Ooh, probably the Cardinals game.
Yeah.
That was a good one. The Colts game was fun. I had to go out to watch that one, and even though there were moments where it was a little closer. Josh Jacobs was just unleashed in half of that game, and Marshawn Lloyd jumped in, and Wilson, and it was fun. It was cool to see. I think McKinney had 2 picks that game. I could be wrong, but it seemed like the whole team kind of played complete. And granted, it's the Colts, right? You have to keep that in mind. But I don't know. It was a fun. I think that was almost a turning point for our team where we're like, okay, we can do this.
Yeah.
We have a little bit tougher of a schedule coming up, a lot tougher. Let's go. And we've done that. So.
I would agree with Justin. Most stressful game was the Texans game so far.
Oh my gosh.
Jaguars and Texans is up there.
100%. Texans, Jags, but Texans even more so because they blew that up as Stroud versus Love and
Yeah, and then it should have been prime time and it wasn't. I'm like,
right.
What? I would say one of my favorite games was the Titans versus Packers.
The Titans game was so fun, and Malik the Freak just did his thing against his old team.
Yes. Rivals, technically rival.
That was sexy. I was like, dude, you deserve everything. And again, so does LaFleur, so does Tom Clements, and everyone. Halfley, the line, all of it. But dude, Malik just came out there and just he looked so poised and ready for every moment. It was so beautiful.
Yeah. What is your favorite game that the Packers have coming up on their schedule?
Honestly,
there's a lot. So.
This weekend, okay. I would call it my favorite because I think to know when you're entering November and you think that you're a contending team for like the end of the end, you have to play the hard teams and you have to win. And this is a perfect middle point before our bye week that we can give ourselves, not only just our fans, but like we can give, the team can give themselves like that confidence to say, we can go toe to toe with anybody. We need another like Thanksgiving performance against the Lions. Nobody thought we had a freaking chance last year on Thanksgiving. Jordan Love still didn't get his turkey leg, whatever.
Are we still on that? Oh yeah, that's right, because you were on the show for that episode, I think.
I think maybe, but I think this is an opportunity to go, hey, we can keep up with the Lions. Everyone's saying like, oh, the Lions are the best team in the NFC. They might be the best team in the league. I want to silence everybody on Sunday.
Yeah, I agree. Peter, no. He said he likes the Vikings game personally, but that's
Vikings?
The Vikings game.
Oh.
The one that we lost. I know. I'm like,
No.
I would say my favorite game is either Thanksgiving coming up
against the Dolphins.
Yeah. Or 49ers. Yes. I think if we get 49ers done, that's like our biggest.
Isn't that the Thursday after Thanksgiving or the something after Thanksgiving? Or is it the Thursday and then it's, I don't know.
I think let me look.
It's like a short week or something between, there's a stretch of games that looks really rough. But luckily the 49ers are kind of hurt. So.
Yeah, and they're coming to Lambeau. So I feel like so it's 2 weeks. So it's the week after the Bears.
Okay.
So 3 weeks, basically.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I won't be there for half that game. I'm bailing you guys. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I'll be at Wicked during that game. And I purposely did not plan it.
So worth it.
I know. I purposely did not plan it for that one, for that game. CMC is going to be back for that game. Be careful with what you wish for. Whatever.
Yeah, it doesn't scare me. He's been in like another side of the world for I don't know how long. No, I know he's back, but
he's going to be rusty too.
Did Germany help him? Like, what happened there? What did he do in Germany?
Yeah, I don't know. The 49ers will get CMC back by then. Fine, but I don't know. Oh, no. We have another one in chat now. Good win. Oh. Are you ready for this one?
Yeah.
Good win for the Packers on Sunday, 30-27 versus the Jaguars. Who was the star of the show? For me, I would say Tucker Kraft.
Or Tucker Kraft.
Who are you going to say?
Or Romeo Dobbs. Tucker Kraft, Dobbs, or Josh Jacobs. I mean, Jacobs ran for 127 yards.
McManus
was clutch.
Peter said McManus, the only one that actually played well. Peter.
Tisk.
Wow. But he's also a Bears fan. So
no.
So one thing about Peter, and I can say this, he wanted us to keep Royce Newman on the team. He wanted that.
I would want that too if I were a rival.
Oh yeah, as a rival, but not like on the team. Like
yeah, if I were a rival, I'd be like, yeah, you should keep Royce Newman. He's really good. Wink, wink.
Jam's boxing chat. I for sure will. I didn't watch it as it wasn't live in Green Bay. So thank you all, and say hi to Brian Reichel for me. We will, because Miranda also knows Brian. So yeah. I think I know him more.
You do. I don't interact with him as much anymore, but he's fantastic.
Yeah.
He does a great thing. I love his things, his podcast. Yeah. He's great.
He was actually on Monday, the show.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, I didn't know that.
We're collaborating. Well, it was a pre-recorded. That's why. Yes, Brittany, Thanksgiving game will hopefully be good against the Dolphins. Yes. Joe Barry's revenge game against the Dolphins too. He's coming back to Lambeau.
Yeah. That's going to be hilarious. I can't wait to see the signs that people make for that.
Oh, dear Lord. Can you imagine? I
would make a sign. It wouldn't be really nasty, but it would be funny. I don't know what it would say, but.
So there was I'm going to ask for questions from the chat really quick. Hey, chat, do you guys have any questions for Miss Miranda or myself? Really quick. Because we're kind of running out of questions, and I know you have to be cut off.
Well, we got 10 minutes, so.
Well, I know, but I also wanted to talk
timing, yeah.
Off scenes, though.
Yeah.
People want to know who are your top 5 receivers of all time. This is from Peter, just so you know.
All-time receivers.
Yes.
Let me write this out.
I couldn't do that. I'm joking. I didn't answer this question. I got out of it. Oh my God. Makes a Thanksgiving sign. Dolphins are gonna bury the pack. Peter?
Off the top of my head, I'm not sure if this is the right order I like, but it would be Randy Moss, Jerry Rice, Terrell Owens, Megatron, and Ocho Cinco.
Okay, so a lot of people.
5 biggies. You know, Larry Fitzgerald gets a nod. Mm-hmm. Look, Sterling Sharp, even like that was a little bit before I was like a diehard fan. Yeah. So I don't know.
Oh, no, Don Hudson. Yeah, Hudson.
Yeah, again, I'm like, I don't think I was even alive when like.
No.
Yeah. I've never gone back and watched games.
Okay, there's 2 questions in chat really quick.
Ooh.
They all moved up ahead. No. Would you guys start Malik Willis this week over even if Jordan Love isn't 100% healthy?
If he's not 100%, yes.
If he's not 100%, I would agree. Start Malik Willis.
Yep.
My mom's a pharmacist, so I kind of asked her this question too.
I love that.
She agreed. They wouldn't start.
Yeah, and like here's the thing: if for some reason Jordan is cleared to play and he's like 100% and he goes in and something doesn't feel right, we know Malik is going to be waiting in the wings. And
also, the Packers are very good about holding them a week.
Yep.
And it's our bye week. Why not just rest them 2 weeks?
Yeah, it's a big game, but like I think it's important if Jordan can play. I think he should.
Someone said Chad Johnson. James said Chad Johnson.
Yeah. I think Chad Ochocinco is so good.
This is from someone in chat. Guys, how are the Bears doing this season so far? I think they're your hated opponents, but I had to ask. They are our hated opponents, but they're in last place of the division.
You're doing all right. Yeah.
Yeah.
All relative.
Didn't they blow out that game the other night? They did against the Commanders. That Hail Mary. Yeah.
Nuts.
That was crazy.
That was crazy.
And now they're all talking about it. I feel like we should stick the high road and let rest Jordan. Yeah, possibly.
I'd be okay with that. I would trust whatever like LaFleur and everyone thinks.
I forgot to mention Quay Walker, Devontae Wyatt is back.
Yep.
Thoughts on those?
Yeah, the only people not practicing today was Jair, Evan Williams, and Josh Myers. Yes, that was it.
So if Josh Myers does,
that's a little scary.
Who would you put?
I don't know. Well, you know what's funny is like a season ago, I was like, "Oh, Josh Myers, like he sucks," and like he's come a long way in his own self. So I don't know what we do there if we have to replace him as center. I don't know. I'm stumped.
There's a question for you, really quick. Genuinely asking, though, for Miranda, what is her unbiased take on the Bears from the off-season through now? Remember, this is a Bears fan.
Okay, and I will say, like, I think a lot of your drafting and free agency moves, I think everything's been pretty nice and very positive. I think we said this on the pregame, like before we were live. The biggest problem to me with the Bears is coaching. Mm-hmm. That's it. I think you can have the best players in the world. You can have the most like talented who just need a tiny little bit of like nudges. And if you don't have the right staff to develop them, it's kind of a null and void situation. So I think I think Ryan Poles has done a good job with who he's picking up on his team. I just think he needs to look at his staff.
And then there's another question for you. James Boxing Chat said, who would you say is the Bears' best player this season and who will be their best going forward, in your opinion? I would say my best would be their wide receiver that they just drafted in pick 9. The wide receiver from the draft.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Brittany. I just answered a question for her because she
I
was
mean,
the Dolphins and Packers game.
I think the best player of the Bears really should be and is Caleb Williams. But of course, Rome Odunze, yes. But
That's what I was thinking.
I know that's what you're thinking of, and he doesn't seem to be utilized a ton yet. But I think they're still trying to find their identity, which is fine. They're not like missing out on a ton, but I think as if Williams and Odunze can kind of grow together, I think that could be a special duo moving forward.
Do you think the Packers can run the table after the bye week? Oh, this is a next good question. All the questions are good tonight.
No, these are really good.
I'm surprised, guys, because these are not usually that good. Looking at the chat. No, I'm dead serious. Like, these are good. They're
very good questions.
If you want, I can move on to the next one.
All right. So, wait, what was the first one that I was going to?
Do you think the Packers can run the table after the bye week? Yeah, no.
I don't want to. I mean, sure, it'd be ideal, but I don't mind a few bumps and bruises along the way. If we can either win the North or at least get into a wild card,
agreed.
I'm good.
And then Jam's Boxing Chat says, if you could take any Bears player to Green Bay, who would you take?
That's
who
tough.
Would you and who? So would you take them and who? I would say yes.
Sweat.
Yeah, I was gonna say Sweat.
I wanted him so bad when he was in Washington.
Mm-hmm. I would definitely say yes, and I would say
I like the big boys.
I don't want Samori Toure, so they can keep him. Because one player that we have to mention is Grant DuBose, who's now at Miami Dolphins.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm back to these questions. So what is your favorite? Who would you give from the Packers in return, though? Oh, shoot. Oh, no. This is hard. Who would you give in return?
Eric Stokes.
I was giving him a coach.
He doesn't. Well, we could give Rich Bisaccia too, but who would we get?
Eric Stokes for sure. Then.
Yeah. Look, he's not
fit well.
I think he got hurt at the wrong time, and it's such a bummer when that happens to players. He was on like this trajectory, then he got hurt, and then he kind of looked like he was coming up, and now he's like, man.
Would the Bears take him though? Is
probably.
Okay.
Sorry, Peter.
No, you're fine. Sure. Oh no. See, this is what you get. Sure, let's see. Sweat for Wyatt Wicks and the first round pick. No, that's
Wicks.
No, declined. No, declined. We already answered some of these. No, so some of these are like the ones I mentioned to you behind the scenes, kind of. Yeah. So how have you seen yourself grow in terms of the podcast over the years? So you haven't been on many podcasts, so you can just do it like based on Mac or whatever, because you've been on like Mac. No,
I feel like so before I was really even on Twitter, before I even like came on your podcast or any podcast or even was really writing, like I would just watch the game very emotionally. Mm-hmm. I still do. I get very upset. I say the worst, nastiest words. I get very drunk a lot. But there's a different lens that I always put on as well, and that is sometimes I like write down notes about like what I think about the game, or even if I'm like a little too emotional or whatever, the next day I'll go back and actually like watch the game, or so I can get a better idea of like from like a film standpoint, what happened, and not just go off of my dumbass brain after 20 beers.
Whatever.
It's true. But yeah, so I think that's what I've grown. It's just a matter of like preparation and like I just know what to look for instead of just like reacting and then being like, I don't know what happened. I can like prepare.
Oh, shoot. So someone just answer. That's another good question. No, YouTube, stop. It almost played our live stream. I tell you what, an easier question. Any NFL player the Packers could have, but you have to substitute a player or similar. Who would you swap and why? This is hard because we don't need a wide receiver. We don't need a quarterback. This is hard. Similar.
I'm thinking like linebacker, but
yeah, but you.
Well, I was like, okay,
in the NFL.
Kristen Smith for Aiden Hutchinson, done. But just kidding.
But he's injured, so I don't know if we would.
He's injured, and it's also like that's still not the same.
Is this good agent Aiden Hutchinson? Because then definitely that's not a question. Like, or similar standing in the game. Okay. No, Peter's doing it again. He says Jordan Love for Bryce Young now. Peter.
No.
And Miranda, you can times him out. Remember. Yeah, I would say Hutchinson.
I don't know. That's an insane question. I don't
Maybe
even
we'll
know.
have to use these for other chats then.
It might be. It's probably somebody on one of our lines, whether offensive or defensive.
But who is the thing? Because we don't need any.
I know offensive line. We're pretty good. We might need a center.
Could we have Clyde Edwards-Helaire from the Chiefs for Josh Myers? Sorry. Not bad, actually.
I mean, I don't know. Because we don't need any running back.
We don't need running back, no. We don't need quarterback. We don't need tight end. I mean, no.
We don't need receiver, that's for damn sure.
We don't need,
I really think like our weakness, and if you can even call it that, would be like our like
kicker,
our edge rushers.
Wait, long snapper.
Don't touch our punter, Daniel, MVP.
Or kicker.
Unless you're the authorities.
Oh no. Okay, here's a good one. Do you think we could see the first time in history where
Okay. Definitely. Funny story. I just submitted an article that'll drop on Sunday, and it's about the NFC North and like how insanely historical this run is so far. I didn't speculate this, but it went through my mind. And I was thinking like with the NFC South being kind of like meh, the NFC West is kind of meh. They're kind of in the same state. Like it's possible, I think. I would be shocked. I would think more like maybe 3 teams from it. I'm not sure all 4. That would be insane.
No.
Like 7 teams. Like I don't even know if that's possible, right? Because there's 4 teams from a division, and then you get 3 extra. So technically, you could all the wild cards could be NFC North, but I don't know.
I had another question. Would you 2 ladies become Bears fans for a year for $5,000, but you have to bow? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Bow out the Packers for a year to get the dough? No, definitely not. I couldn't do that. I could not badmouth my former team. No.
For 50,000, maybe.
No, because I just love the team that much.
I know.
Historic, so I wouldn't. No.
That'd be tough.
What is your first thing about podcasting, and has it changed when you first started? That's kind of a bad question for you. I'm sorry.
No, I mean,
didn't questions though either. So.
As like just as in me being like guest on podcast, I think when I first started going on podcasts, I literally didn't know what to expect. Mm-hmm. And now I've been on enough, and I've also watched enough that I kind of know how to prepare. At least to have like some things in my mind to talk about at some point. And then, I mean, most of it's still like, I'll just figure it out as I go along. But
I have a good one for you that you haven't mentioned. Your confidence has grown. Like from the first podcast that you were on with us, you were like quiet-ish. And now look at you. You've grown. I mean,
I'm Wonder Woman.
I mean, something that people don't know about you is you actually helped me put the first episode together of this
No, I did not.
Yes.
You did all the work.
No. You saw it first is what I mean, though.
I did. But truly, like, and not to just like deflect back at you, but I've seen you just go from 0 to 60.
No.
Truly.
No, I know.
You have this down now. You're like, I got this. I know how to do the intro. You can tell you're not reading off a script the whole time. You're just
I am, but
it's not the whole time. You're able to just respond, and it's really impressive. It really is.
Who scores the first touchdown for Green Bay?
On Sunday?
Yes, against the Lions. Yeah. I would say Josh Jacobs.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Or Tucker Kraft. What's happening with Odell Beckham Jr. of late? He was hot propriety, but how he's getting on now. I don't know anything about Odell Beckham Jr., so I don't know.
Wasn't he on the Dolphins?
That was Jalen Ramsey for a while, I know. But I don't know.
I know Jalen's still on there, but
OBJ is, yeah. I don't know. I haven't watched any Dolphins games yet.
I don't think he's done much, but
I don't think it helps because DeBose is now a Dolphin, so I don't think that helped.
Mm-hmm.
Would you stand in the Cheese head stands wearing a Bears jersey for $5,000 for one match? No. At home stadium? No. Not at home. There's no way.
On the road, maybe.
Yeah, on the road, maybe. Not at Lambeau.
If I could cover my face with a bag.
Right. Yeah. And you could drink so much beer that you wouldn't notice.
Yeah, just right through the little hole. Like, chug.
Yeah. So this is a question that we started on Tom's chat, so I'm going to kind of break a little bit. So Tom's chat said, if you could want to see any team for the Packers, who would it be in Super Bowl? Let's say the Packers made it in Super Bowl. Who would you want the matchup to be against?
The Bills.
That's what I said.
Really?
Tom said Chiefs. Tom said Chiefs, yeah. Or Texans.
I think it would be fun to like finally dethrone the Chiefs. Like,
yeah, I agree.
But also, screw you, Chiefs. You've gotten plenty of chances, man. Like, I think the Bills and the Packers like would be marquee matchup. I just think that would be incredible.
I agree. That would just be fun.
Yeah.
So if you could tell Tom Grossi anything, what would it be?
I would tell him that like he was the best representation of Green Bay that we could have ever asked for. Like the fact that he got to that, it wasn't even like a national stage. That was like a worldwide stage. That was an international stage. And he represented us like with flying colors, with class, and with grace. And I just thought he crushed it. I mean, I'm really proud. I don't know him. I've never spoken with Tom.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm really proud that he is part of our team and our fandom, really.
I don't know what they're saying now. Peter says Packers. No, Peter says Packers can. That's what Justin said. And then Peter said, or lose to anyone, any given week. Both weeks, both ways. So we can lose or win.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree. Like Tom Grossi is one of the sweetest, kindest.
Yeah, you got to talk with him. You interviewed him, which is incredible.
That was Brian Rago's opinion. That's all the questions. Do you have any questions for me? I know you have to go soon. But.
Okay. Speaking of why I have to go, are you going to watch the Jets Texans tonight? And do you have any predictions?
I might be watching that game. I might be watching Tom's live stream actually.
Okay. So next question. What do you project our final score for Sunday against the Lions?
I don't know. I already predicted that the Lions would win. Because I have them as a split, personally.
I'm kind of nervous about it.
Yeah, me too. I don't do score predictions usually. I just predict losers.
Just win or loss.
Yeah,
I don't feel good about it. And that's okay. I didn't feel good about Thanksgiving last year, and we really surprised us. So, hey.
Jam says Texans win. I've got a bet on it. Yeah, if you got it, it's got a bet on it.
Yeah, I think Texans will surely win. If I would think 28-17.
I'm typing in chat really fast. Do you have any questions for me besides those two?
No, I think that's it. I just think this was good. This was productive.
We're not done yet. We still have like 2 segments. I keep forgetting about these. Final thoughts. Final thoughts, friend?
Of the pack?
Whatever. Oh. I can't say what I just got. I'll show you the videos. I just got like the Halloween party videos.
Final thoughts?
Of like the podcast and stuff.
Oh. Well, I feel so bad because I turned my light off outside.
Okay. Don't feel bad. I knew you would do that. It's okay.
I know. I told you that. I was like, whatever. But you know what? I don't see that much going on. Yeah, I'm in a cul-de-sac, so I mean, it's not. Okay. We're not in like a main.
Yeah.
I kind of have to pee, but I can. Okay. Well, that's awesome. I like how I said that on a live.
No, you're fine. I just got some new TikToks for you guys on my channel. I sang "Come Little Children" at the Halloween party, and I just got those.
I want to hear. Can you send it to me?
Yeah, I'm not going to show it on live.
No, but just send it to me. Yeah,
it's going to be on my TikTok. But yeah.
And then another final thought is after we both see Wicked, we have to have like a FaceTime and discuss.
Hey, I have an offer for you
after show. Or whatever.
I have an offer for you after show about that then.
Okay.
Speaking of Wicked. Where can people find you?
You can find me really just on Twitter at Miranda She Wrote. It's right there on by my name at Miranda She Wrote. People call it Miranda all the time. I don't care what you call it, but it's like Miranda.
Yeah. Your name is fitting for Halloween because like whenever I read your name, it's like murder. Like
yes.
Like
right?
Yeah, I get it.
People who have a lot of people say Murder She Wrote, and I'm like, I'm not that mean, but okay.
I think it's because like I watch a lot of true crime podcasts, so it's like one I watch is like Murder with My Husband, and it's like same concept. It's so so you can find me. I literally just said this, but I'll say it again. You can find me on here, obviously. The Life Mary podcast, Miranda. We need you back on that show, actually.
I'm down.
We need to do a November major update, if you know what I mean. If you guys watched the last episode, you guys would know. Because that's the last episode that we did, Miranda, the one that you were on, actually. I know. We need to do more. That's what I meant. I'm going to be on a space tomorrow night. It's going to be fun. Wolf Sports. My first ever space. You guys want to watch Spaces, me talking about NFL or whatever, NFL news.
I'll try to jump on that tomorrow night. Yeah.
It's going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern. So
okay.
Tomorrow, in an hour. Or in like 40 minutes, 20 minutes.
Perfect.
You guys can find me on Midnight Gister. Podcast where we talk about movies. Speaking about movies, I can announce that Cassie and I will be talking about Wicked in the beginning of December.
Yes.
Miranda, you can join us with that one.
I might, as long as I have seen it, which I hope to by then.
We're recording that one the first week of December.
Okay.
So giving us our
audience. It should be good by then, yeah.
We just finished Wizard of Oz. I know you know about this one. We did Wizard of Oz. We did The Wiz finally.
Oh.
Yeah, if you guys will like The Wiz, don't watch my opinion then, because I was pretty strong on it. That was my first time watching it though, so I was like, boring. But you guys can also find me on where's the other one? Midwestern Podcast, where Peter was in chat. Him and I talk Bears and Packers 24/7. It's pretty fun.
That's so fun.
You guys will see a Bears fan next week, and we will have Nick Bocadas on Midwestern. Is there anything else that you want to promote before I do the final outro?
No, I think I'm good.
Bye, everyone. We'll see you, or I'll see them.
Oh, that was so fun. Thanks for the chat was amazing tonight.
We're not off yet.
Oh.
Your friend. You didn't know that.
But